Hey friends, like everything else, we are long overdue for a Project 10 Pan update, so let's get to it. The good thing about it taking 3 to 4 months for a Project Pan update is I've got a ton of empties to talk about. I originally had said with this project I was going to update you every other month, but since I then proceeded to take 2 to 3 months off from filming and posting videos, it's more like 3 to 4 month update. So, got lots to show you today. The first one is one of the biggest items in my collection, size-wise. This is the Nassif MD Dermaceuticals Detox Pads. I had been talking about these because I really liked them, but I got them in a FabFitFun box, and it wasn't something that I was willing to repurchase because I just thought they were going to be crazy expensive. I do have something to replace this with in this project because I have decided to do a rolling 10 pan. So that means that if I finish one product, I'm rolling another one in so that I'm constantly working on 10 products. So there were 60 pads in this one. I think when I started the project, there were either 57 or 58 because I had used a couple. But then at the beginning of the year, I had about 57 or 58 in there. It is totally empty. I don't know. It's kind of stinky. I was going to say maybe my kid can use that for something. I think I'll just recycle it. Yeah, I did really, really like these. But again, I feel like they were probably very expensive. And I just don't want to spend money to replace them. So I'm going to show you what I'll be using instead in just a minute here. The second empty, these were not actually in the order that I emptied them, but the next one is this Beautycounter Countertime Tetrapeptide Supreme Cream. This is a nighttime moisturizer that is thick, and it is awesome. I really, really love this. My skin gets crazy dry in the winter, and so sometimes, particularly if it's a weekend or if I'm working from home or something, sometimes, even though this is supposed to be just a nighttime moisturizer, I'll kind of give my skin a break and not do makeup, and I'll just put like a good coat of this on and then let it just like soak in and get all that yummy moisture and nutrients. I really, really like this. It does come in 2 sizes. This is the big one. And look, this is a trick that one of my friends had showed me. You put the date that you start working on a product on the bottom. This is not May 25th of this year, friends. This is May 25th of last year. And this jar is almost $100. So that's why I put it in this project, because I really needed to get my money's worth out of it. I did not have a nighttime skincare routine, as you know, prior to this year, so that I really, really wanted to make myself use this. I have done that. I have used it up entirely. I am going to be starting on a new one of these, but it's not going to be in this project because this took me a year and then some to use up. So I know I'm not going to use this in the next, 4.5 months before the end of the year. I've got another one this size. I'll just start working my way through, and it won't be in this project. But I do have 2 other Beautycounter items that I have used up in this project. Again, I told you I was wanting to get some of these big ticket items out, get my money's worth out of them. And I have done that. My next product is the Beautycounter Counter Plus Overnight Resurfacing Peel. This is in the full size, and this was a little more than half full when I put it in this project. It is a peel that you're supposed to use at night, so you're really only supposed to use it 2, maybe 3 times per week. And so I did that. I did use it up entirely. I ended up really, really liking this one. But here's the thing about this. Because Beautycounter uses a lot of what they call clean ingredients or natural ingredients, this one's really stinky, and my husband was not a fan. It made my skin, like the texture of my skin, feel beautiful, but she's a stinky one. So just be aware. I'm not a rep for Beautycounter. I do buy all my Beautycounter stuff through a friend of mine. So not sponsored, not whatever, you know. I just happen to love a lot of their products and I buy them over and over. The fourth item that I used up, another Beautycounter, and this is the Ultra Renewal Eye Cream. This is my favorite eye cream. In fact, I have a systematic, whatever they call it, like an auto purchase of this one. There's whatever it's called, like a subscription service, and it's supposed to come to me every 3 months. And when my order was up for like my scheduled shipment about a month ago, this was out of stock, and I was so bummed because this is my favorite and it's pricey, but I love it and I do think that it is worth the money. So I had to buy something else, and I don't love the something else that I bought, but you're going to see that again here in just a minute. So I used up 4 items. So that means we are rolling in 4 items. So let's, I'll show you the ones that we're rolling in here in just a minute at the end. But let's also talk about the items that we have progress on. We've got about 4 more of those. So here we go. All right, the next item is the Tree Hut Hydrating Sugar Face Scrub. This is in Watermelon Cactus Water with AHA. And you can see I'm so close to being done with this one. I had 3 exfoliating products in this project and no nighttime skincare routine in which to use them. So that was why I was really, really challenging myself this year. This was almost brand new at the beginning of the year. I bought it when I was in Tennessee with my family around Christmas. And then, so I think I used it twice last year, and then I brought it home after the new year and basically have been using it since. My last update, which was a couple of months into the year, I was down to here, and now I am down to here. I will mark this, but this is, gonna be done in another, I don't know, couple of weeks, week or two. I only use this a couple of times per week, so I'm sure, maybe a week, 10 days, this one will be finished. I do have something else that I am planning on rolling in for this, but I'll wait until this is officially finished next month before I show you what that's going to be, because like I said, we've got plenty of exfoliating products to work on in the meantime. The next, you guys are going to be so surprised when I show you the progress that I have on this Perfectly Posh Orange Caramello Sugar Lip Scrub. I have been working on this intermittently, for maybe 3 years. I don't love it. I didn't love the texture of it, but I have kind of been making myself use it a bit more. I had used it several times up to the last update, and I have used it a few more times since then. I do feel like I'm making really good progress. I'm going to try to do an overlay here. Hopefully I will be able to do that, and hopefully you will be able to see the progress that I have made. I would say I'm probably 70% done with this product, maybe 75%. I'm telling you, I've really been making myself use this product, and I didn't love it before because I just was used to some other like lip exfoliators, but there's nothing wrong with this one. The sugar is very chunky, and it's a little the texture is a little bit different, so it's not something that I'm used to, but there's nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't my favorite, so I'm using it. I'm getting there. So this one, it will be done by the end of the year. I don't know if it's going to be done by the next update, but we'll see. I still feel good about the progress that I'm making. The next item that we have is the doTERRA Salon Essentials Root to Tip Serum. And this is a hair serum. It's got some essential oils in it, and I haven't really made that much progress here. I have used it a couple of times. I was wanting to use this up before the end of the year. I don't really think I'm going to be able to do that. Let me just show you where I'm at. So I started, hopefully you can see those marks. I know my lighting gets kind of funky in here. I started about here, and then at the last update, I was right here. And I'm basically at the same place. I mean, I could literally make another mark directly below that one, but I think I've only used this 1 or 2 times. And the problem is I only use like maybe 3 or 4 drops at a time. And I only wash my hair 1 to 2 times per week. I'm only going into the office 3 days a week right now. Actually, right now I am having some back problems, so I have gotten permission to work from home full time for a few weeks. So I literally only washed my hair today because we were going to meet the teacher at my son's school. Otherwise, it would have been like probably day 4 of a messy bun. But all that to say, I'm not really washing my hair that much, so I'm not really using this serum that much. Now, I have heard folks say that they use serums on days that they don't wash their hair. So if you are one of those people, particularly if you are a curly girl, let me know how you kind of incorporate a serum into your hair routine. I've said it before, I'm not a hair person. Like, I was raised a tomboy and I never had long hair. Like, growing up, my hair was always super short or in a ponytail. And so I don't know what to do with my hair. So if you can help me, please help me. Okay, the next item is the doTERRA Yarrow Palm. This is an essential oil supplement. I have mentioned that I am not using this as skincare currently, like not on my face, because it is a couple of years old and I've had a lot of problems with allergic reactions on my face, and I don't want to walk around with that. So my plan was to use this like when I'm doing pedicures, and so that's still my plan. I just haven't really used it. I think I've used this once this year. I have those like aloe socks, you know, that you can like put lotion on and then you put the aloe socks on and it's supposed to help. You're supposed to wear them overnight and then it helps your it helps your feet absorb the lotions or the oils or whatever. But like, it's been 110 degrees here and I don't want to wear clothes to bed, much less do I want to wear socks on my feet. So this has been a fail so far, but I'm keeping it in here because I just bought some new pedicure tools. I bought a new pumice stone, and then I bought something else, and I went and like got a pedicure done. Every time I get a pedicure done, I think like, oh, I love the way that looks. I should take care of my feet and, you know, maintain this myself. And, you know, then 10 times out of 10 times I don't do that. But we're going to try this time. I've bought some tools, so hopefully I will be incorporating this. Also, today was the first day in like weeks and weeks and weeks that it has not been over 105 degrees. So it still was hot, but it, you know, it felt better than it has. So hopefully we'll be incorporating that here pretty soon. Okay. We're going to have to talk about some big time fails here. I'm bummed about this one because the next product that we need to talk about is the Dolce & Gabbana The One perfume. I really like this scent. My goal for the year was to use it 20 times. And up until, like, up through my last update, I had used this 5 times. I have not used this any more times in the last 3 to 4 months since that update. So, I still want to use it, but, like, I'm just not doing it. It sat in here on this shelf that I have over here to the side. It sat there for like a month or more, probably 2 months. And then finally one day I was like, oh, I should, you know, what 10 products am I working on in my Project 10 pan? Couldn't even remember that this was in it. So then I came in here, I brought it out of here, took it to my bedroom, and still have never used it. It literally sits on my vanity every single day and I walk right on past it. So I just don't feel like I'm going to use this. I am rolling it out of this project, but I'm going to keep it, and I would like to say that I'm going to use it. I'm just not going to hold myself accountable to use it or put pressure on myself to use it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a big fat failure every time I look at this because I'm like, oh, yeah, that's me not using it again. But what I am going to do, the thing is, my nose is so sensitive. Like, I have crazy sensitive allergies, and so it's hard for me to consistently wear fragrances all the time. So what I'm going to do, I am going to pan a different fragrance in its place. And I think this one's going to be easier. For starters, it is less than 50% full. And this is a little bit lighter of a fragrance. I can use more at one time. And I can always use this. I mean, I've heard people using these things for like room sprays, you know, and things like that. So what I am talking about is the Bath & Body Works Raspberry Jam Donut Fine Fragrance Mist. This thing is so good. And here's why I'm pairing it, or here's why I'm swapping this out right now. I recently found, like, I've been using the same body wash for years. It's just something that I get at Ulta or at Walmart, and it's like this coffee scrub body wash. And I picked some up, you know, a couple months ago, and I was getting to the bottom of the bottle, and Ulta is not convenient to me, so I didn't want to make a huge order so that I could get free shipping, and I just couldn't make it to the store to pick it up. So then I was going to go to Walmart and just, you know, pick something up off the shelf. And then I was looking for something else in like my shelves that I use for my makeup storage, and I found a bottle of this body wash that was in Raspberry Jam Donut. And I thought, oh wow, that's perfect. I've got the spray, I've got the body wash. I need to be pairing these two together. It's a lovely scent. It's the fragrance notes say wild raspberry jam, powdered sugar, and warm fluffy donut. And I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. It's sweet. It's a little bit fruity, but like a tart fruity, not a crazy sweet, overpowering fruity. And it's got just a touch of like a bready note or a bakery note. It's really, really nice. It doesn't last forever. You know, none of these really do, but it brings me joy, and I really like the fragrance of it. I think I maybe had this in a candle too, and it was so good. So this is probably, you know, for sure up there on my list of favorites. So since I just recently started using the body wash, I thought what a great time to pair it with this. And so I'm going to be swapping out the Dolce & Gabbana and using this. Let me show you my mark. So here's where we're starting, basically right in line with the ingredients list. And I do hope to finish this up by the end of the year. I know folks who can go through like one of these a month. I'm not that girl. Again, it's hard for me to use that much fragrance that consistently, but we've got 4.5 months basically until the end of the year. I do feel pretty confident that I can use that up in 4.5 months. And I know, speaking of swaps, I know you guys see this one coming. This is the Soul Body, what is this called? The Glow Oil in Golden. I had such high hopes that I was going to use this throughout the summer. I was going to like use it on my legs and go sit by the pool and, you know, like actually be able to use this. Here's where we are starting. Here's where we are ending. We're getting rid of this sucker and we're rolling it out. I haven't touched it. I have barely seen the sun this summer. We went out early. I think it was like Memorial Day. I got a little bit of color. And I think I've been in the pool twice since then. It is just too hot. It's been, I mean, like our heat index here is 117 degrees, and that's not fun for me. So I don't want any part of that. So I had high hopes of like, sunning myself by the pool and wearing this. It ain't happening. So I am rolling this out. I'm rolling something in its place. Where is it? Oh, it's this right here. Okay, so I decided, since this is like a fun kind of seasonal product, something that you're not going to wear all the time, but like, it's fun now and then, I decided I was going to roll in something that I kind of have those same like qualifiers for. This, oh, shoot, that was my address. I have this whole packet of Color Street nail strips. No, I'm not trying to use all of these before the end of the year, but I would love to use up 2 packets of strips. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's one I got from Walmart. 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 1 from Walmart. So I have 11 packets here. If I could use up 2 of those by the end of the year, that would be tremendous. I can usually get 2 petties, or 2 manis rather, out of 1 set of strips. So that's like doing my nails 4 times. I don't know why I keep showing you my address. So that's kind of my seasonal swap, like swapping that seasonal item, specialty item for this specialty item. I would love to use up 2 sets of these strips. They're not crazy expensive. I think they're like $10 or $11 or $12 for a set. And like I said, I get about 2 full manis out of them. So they're not crazy expensive, but again, I've spent plenty of money on them, so I would really love to get some use out of them. Okay, so now you have seen the products that I've finished. So like Dunzo completely emptied the containers. You have seen the products that I have progress on, and we're going to continue marking those. You've seen the ones I am swapping out for brand new products. And now we get to the part where we bring in brand new products and we track those until they're finished or until the end of the year. So I had 4 empties this time. So now I have 4 products to roll in. The first one is probably not going to be that exciting. I purchased this Ordinary Vitamin C Suspension 23% a couple of years ago, and I just now noticed that the like the little thing right here says 6 months. That kind of makes me nervous, but I'm gonna try to use it. Here's the deal. I'm gonna try to use this. I don't have that much left. This was not very expensive. I want to say it was like maybe $8 or $12. But I just hate to be wasteful. So I'm gonna try to use this. It is a product that I use at night. It says you can use it AM or PM. I tend to use it at night. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this in place of my peel because this is kind of like another type of a peel. This is not a brand new product, as I said. So this was in a different project, and it was, whatever. I started this, I don't know, a year or 2 ago, and it was there. But this red line right here, this is actually where we're starting. So I've got, I don't know, what is that? A quarter of the container left. A handful of uses, I would imagine. But again, I'm needing a peel to replace the one that I finished. And since this one is almost done and probably needs to be finished off, I thought I would go ahead and put it in this project. The whole point of these project pans is to challenge me to use products that I have already spent money on that I need to be using up to get my money's worth. And also, in the case of the skincare, I'm so proud of myself because I never had a skincare routine before, not a nighttime skincare routine. And now I've been consistent about it all year, so I'm really proud of myself, and I do credit this project for giving me that accountability and giving me that. I'm like, oh, I have to hold this product up and say, nope, sorry, didn't use it, so like I don't want to do that month after month after month. So thanks to this project, I now have a nighttime skincare routine. The next product that I'm replacing are the peel pads. And I told you I didn't want to spend big time money for that. So what I found instead are these Sephora clarifying peel pads. It says Purify Plus Exfoliate. They do contain 9% salicylic acid plus AHA plus PHA, which I don't know what that is. But there are 65 pads in this container. I have opened it and used one, namely because I was wearing a lot of makeup about a week or so ago. It was after these were already gone, but I had a lot of makeup on one day and I just felt like I needed a pad after I had already done my skincare. So I have used exactly one. But the rest of these have been waiting for me to introduce them to you. So there are 64 now remaining in this. And I'm pretty sure I can finish this off before the end of the year. As I think I said, I do use those about 2 to 3 times per week. The next product that I'm replacing is my very favorite eye cream. I'm replacing it with an eye cream that I do not love. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Plus Caffeine Eye Gel Cream. And this is just way too light. I saw caffeine and I went nuts. I didn't realize it was a gel cream. It's very, very thin. Not anywhere close to what I need for the level of moisture that I need for my eyes. But I'm going to use it. It was not terribly expensive. I would say it was less than $20. That could have been $12 or that could have been $19. I can't remember. If I think about it, I'll put that, somewhere on the screen so you can see. But it's not something that I would recommend because, again, if you're like me and you need a lot of moisture in your under eye area, this gel cream, it's not going to do it for you. The last product I am replacing is this Tetrapeptide Supreme Cream. This is the nighttime cream that I said that I really, really enjoyed. I am not putting my brand new jar of Supreme Cream in because it's just too big and I know I'm not going to be able to finish it before the end of the year. I am replacing it with a different type of a moisturizer, and this is another one that I was looking for a replacement, and I found this in my makeup closet, and I didn't even realize it was there. I was trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to get from Ulta? I was trying to figure out, do I really need to put an order together? And I found this one. This is the Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion, and this is called a lightweight oil-free moisturizer. It provides shine-free hydration for blemish-prone skin. Here's the deal. I have never in my entire life had blemish-prone skin. However, as I get older, as my hormones change, as I am approaching a very scary time in the life of a woman and her hormone journey, I have gotten so many hormonal breakouts right here on my jawline and on my chin. And one of my besties, who is an esthetician, she says, oh yeah, that's hormones all day long. So I don't actually know if this is helping. I have used about a third, I'm going to say. So it's about right here. And I will mark this, I forgot to mark it before I started this video, but I'm just going to use this. I don't know if it's helping because it is hormonal acne and not, that my skin is dirty or oil prone or whatever. But it is lightweight and it works just fine in the mornings. I use this in the mornings. And so I use a vitamin C serum, and then I use this, and then I use that eye cream. So it works fine. It's fine for right now while I don't need something super hydrating like for the winter. I'm just going to continue to use this up. I feel like I can probably use this up before the end of the year. So we're going to roll this one in for the Supreme Cream that I finished up. So those are the mostly new 10 products that I'm going to be using for the next couple of months. If I've got some good progress, I might go ahead and change this back to a monthly update. I feel like now that we've got some good momentum on some of these products, I feel like we're going to start seeing, you know, some big changes month to month. So maybe we'll switch it back up and go back to monthly updates. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. That's all I've got to share with you today. I've got all my links down below. I've got my Instagram, my Goodreads. I've got a Book of the Month referral link. If you would like to help me out a little bit by supporting my unsponsored channel, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee link down below. You can throw a couple of bucks my way. I would love that and I would appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.